Hello and welcome to another video of me, Winner Andrew, with another video of Weekly Andrew, in which, not all that much really happened this week, but at least when it comes to anime, which I'm just going to go straight to this time and not really talk very much here at the beginning of the video. So, 86 coming back after about 86 days, and also Mushoku Tensei with its special. Both of those kind of saved me a bit when it comes to talking about the anime, I guess, considering there wasn't really anything else for me that I wanted to talk about. So, getting to 86, I guess, then. Really, the main thing for this entire episode, besides, of course, Lena coming back and seeing her again finally, is the fact that, well, Shin has kind of been completely reborn at this point, which is very clear with all the symbolism going on throughout the episode, with so many of the things from his past up to this point kind of disappearing and everything, like him losing the gun that he always has with him, and also the marking or whatever it was from his brother's unit or whatever. I honestly don't know what it is, to be honest. I just know it's that thing that's quite important to him. But lost that basically, and the gun, which is just pure symbolism of all that. That entire part of his life being left behind while he moves forward now, finally. Now that he basically knows Lin is alive again, in which he purely just recognized her voice, but Lena, of course, didn't actually notice that it was Shin that she was talking to, considering speaking to her over the speaker, which doesn't actually sound like him, and of course he never even got to see him. So, Lena doesn't actually know, but Shin does. And of course, all the others, once he gets back, are kind of teasing Shin, because, well, none of them told Lena anything about not forgetting about them. Yeah, they've already caught on to the fact that Shin does like Lena, though I'm not exactly sure if Shin even realizes that he does like Lena. So, I'm not exactly sure. But overall, when it comes to the next episode, I guess, I honestly just hope that Shin and Lena do actually see each other. Again, actually get to see each other for the first time, I guess, considering, well, they haven't seen each other before. So, hope that happens in the next episode, I guess. But otherwise, I don't really care that much, I guess. Just one episode left, though. And then it's finally over after the 86-day wait. Pretty much. But moving on to Mashukotense, which I didn't actually realize at the time that this special episode aired this week. So, episode 16.5 pretty much, with the skipped content there. For the most part, this is basically just introducing more characters and also doing more world building, of course. That's literally all that really happens in this. Just new characters and more world building, not really anything else. Which the episode mostly focuses on Cliff, basically, in which he started off as a sheltered brat, to put simply, I guess. Though by the end of the episode, I'm pretty sure that whole thing has kind of been completely shattered due to Eris basically beating him up at the beginning after he called her ugly, which, to be honest, considering how he's acting and everything, was completely deserved, I think. So, good job, Aries, for doing that. And also, again, later, when he won't shut up, basically. So, got punched twice by Ares there. And then also Eris not just really acknowledging him as a great mage and everything. Another thing bringing him down, I guess. Which, to be honest, he really isn't that great, especially if you compare him to Rudis. Yeah. And then there's also the fact that he sees Eris literally kill all of his teachers right in front of him. And yet, despite that, afterwards, he then goes and proposes to Eris, in which he, of course, is immediately rejected, because he never stood a chance to begin with. Yeah. I don't understand what's going on through his head. Maybe he didn't even realize that those were his teachers that were slaughtered in front of him. But, yeah. His entire character that he was at the beginning of the episode, I kind of feel like was completely shattered by the end of it. Though, from what I can tell from discussions on Mal, he ends up becoming quite a good character later on, I guess. He ends up being one of the good boys, or something. But otherwise, besides him, there's the other two characters that are basically introduced here. Is Rudis' aunt, apparently, I guess, and also a blessed child, I think. Not exactly sure, considering they literally just had a small part of the episode there. So, don't know much about them personally. So, yeah. They were just introduced. That's it, really. But now that we have the special done, we have to wait all the way until whenever the next season starts for any more of Mushoku Tensei. Yeah, don't know how long of a wait that's going to be, but it's probably going to be a while. But at least the second season has actually been confirmed, like a week or two ago or something. Seriously, why did it take so long for the second season to actually be confirmed? It's like, why did it take that long for it to be confirmed? Seriously, why? It's like, it's obvious that it's going to happen, so why did it take so long for it to actually get confirmed? I don't understand it at all. But, whatever. Basically done talking about anime now, I guess, considering, as I said or already said, I don't really have anything else to talk about for the actual seasonal anime this week. Nothing that I really wanted to talk about at the very least. So, moving on to games, in which I've actually done decent bits this week for once. Starting with Corrupted Kingdoms, which I haven't played since, like, September or something. Not exactly sure. The last version I played was 12.3. And and this week I did 13.7, though it's already been updated to 13.8, so haven't had time to play that, and I'm probably not going to play it for a bit. So yeah, all the content added in the last few months. Yeah, nothing for the main story yet. Just a little bit when it comes to characters like Lix, getting more of her stuff done as you do the increase your magic stat, in which at this point I'm pretty sure the only stat that's actually left for you to that's left to actually get finished is magic, with like 2 or 3 levels left in it, and then it's done, I think. Considering during the last few months, we got the charisma stats maxed out, which added more story to the build up to the next part of the actual main story and everything. And also, there's only 3 characters left that haven't actually been finished yet. One, of course, is Morgana, who we haven't even gotten started on yet, considering, yeah, it's Morgana. The other, of course, Lix. And then the other one is Chastity, which, of course, another late game one that we can't really do anything with. So, yeah, very close to the end of the story, or at least this part's the story, I guess. So, yeah, maybe not that long until things really continue in the main story, I guess. Though I do know the developer is kind of just trying to flesh out everything else in the game before moving on to finish it, I guess. Also, developer Ark's mega account was reported and banned by a troll base. Reported by a troll and ended up getting banned. So yeah, he's now making a website for the game, which is nice to see. So hopefully that will be done soon. So yeah, that's Corrupted Kingdom summed up more or less, considering not that much really happened when it comes to stories yet the last few months. So Mama version 7 of it, I think. Not exactly sure, but I'm honestly just going to ignore the entire beginning of like third or possibly even half of this update, considering it's just like there's honestly really nothing there to mention. So yeah, this update was mostly focused on Yui, in which also I think had the first proper H scene, I guess. Losing that V card. In which, yeah, whole thing was just wholesome time with Yui, and nothing else to be honest. Only other things I really have to mention is that, well, animations were great, probably even the best animations I've actually seen in any of these H games I've played. And also, last thing, how dare Shinigami counter my favorite fetish with magic? Seriously, how dare she? Uh, seriously, why? Just why did you have to do that at the end? Oh well, I guess I can just ignore it for now. But yeah, that's everything from Murmur. So moving on to Opie Odyssey, which finally got its next update release, considering the whole thing was kind of just pushed off because, well, developers decided to rework the beginning of the game and bring it up to the same kind of quality the rest of the game is at. In which, in with this whole rework, you now have the ability to actually give your character a last name instead of just having the default last name that you can't change. So yeah, got that, and also can now choose your character's specialty, biology, technology, or warfare, which I went with technology for that. So yeah, all that stuff is actually available to you if you just go to sleep in the game, so you don't actually have to replay the entire thing to actually choose that stuff, which is nice. So yeah, don't have anything else to say when it comes to the rework besides the fact I didn't actually really play the whole rework at the beginning, because I honestly don't really care that much. If I do it, it's going to be at some point in the future where I decide to just replay the entire game. But yeah, with this update as well, the game has reached Itch.io's file size limit, so you can no longer use the Itch.io app to download the game. Great. Now, at least since I had a previous version installed, I can actually use the Itch.io app as a launcher still, as long as I just manually update the game still. Considering Itch.io app has a certain file that's needed to actually use the app as the Itch.io app as a launcher, basically. So yeah, since I had a previous version installed, I actually have that. So just remove old version, put new version in its place, and boom, it still works. So that's nice, I guess. Don't have to put it in my makeshift launcher for games that I can't get to work on Itch.io's app. So yeah, but when it comes to the update in general, when it comes to actual things in it, it's basically just character development leading up to the next part of the main story, in which I'm pretty sure there's still one more update before that. So, got this update, and then the next one, which will be more character story before the main story continues once again. I'm pretty sure that's how this is going, I think. When it comes to 8 scenes in this update, there's one for Dr. Claremont and also Zera. So, yeah, one with Zera has Junie and Ibel basically taking your place for you, considering, hey, you're out in space, nowhere near Zeta, so they kind of have to take your place for you, I guess. Still, very nice scene, in which I wish I can honestly have a screenshot showing for you here, but, well, Zeta's kind of always naked, so, yeah, kind of hard to get a screenshot that I can actually show here without getting in trouble. So, yeah. I wish I could, and I think there's like one render in that entire event that technically could work here, but it's not great for all intents and purposes when it comes to this, I guess. So, yeah. Sorry, no screenshot for that. Anything there when it comes to Zeta. Sadly. But overall, when it comes to that there, I guess it's kind of just nice to see Junie and Ibel again. Considering it's been quite a while since we've actually seen them. To be honest, I think. Yeah. And also, another thing I kind of want to mention here is just that one part of it, the game kind of had little ads for other games. One of them being Ripples, which I of course played, and the other being My Boy Is My Lover, which I have seen and has gotten my interest enough to actually add it to a collection. It showed to basically just like, look at this in the future, which there's decent amount of games that are kind of have us look at in the future, but haven't actually touched any of them in months now. Seriously, I basically haven't done anything since like August or something. Seriously need to get around to looking at other games again, like I was. So, yeah. I think that's basically everything for Odyssey mentioned here. So, yeah, I got all that done. And, yeah, Princess Connect. Kind of want to do a quick mention of this at this point, considering I'm not actually really going to talk about it, but yeah, I got things I want to say about it, but I'm going to hold off until the final episode has aired on it. So hopefully it can kind of redeem itself, or specifically Carol can redeem herself in the next 2 episodes. I honestly hope she can. I really do, because Carol is good, but I'm getting tired of this. That's all I can say. I'm getting tired of this crap with Carol. But, Lessons in Love also has gotten an update, and yeah. Earlier this week, I was kind of wondering what are the chances of an update for Lessons in Love within the next week? And I think when I was actually thinking of that, Lessons in Love had already gotten an update and I didn't even realize it. So, yeah. Version 23 Part 1 for me to play now, which is apparently egg time? Yeah. What is egg time? Really? Something to do with egg time, I guess. No idea what it is, but hey, we got egg time in this update for Lessons in Love, I guess. Not sure what it is, but okay. But yeah, streaming, I still have not gotten to do that. But yeah, I'm kind of want to test audio and everything before I actually do try and start streaming, just to make sure my audio levels and OBS are actually good for everything. So yeah, I think I'll probably try to do that after recording this and getting it edited and uploaded. So hopefully by the time this thing actually uploads tomorrow, I'll have all that tested already, and I should be able to get myself to actually start streaming as long as I put myself on a schedule, considering I only really see myself streaming if I put myself on some kind of schedule, kind of like I have when it comes to YouTube videos, considering, yeah, I wouldn't be putting up 3 videos a week if I didn't put myself on a schedule to upload 3 videos a week. So, yeah, a bit too lazy to not have a schedule to do all this stuff. But, yeah, I think that's basically everything here for this episode. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.